like to speak about the difference between the conceptualization that all that is real is now, and the taste of living out of that reality. Relationship with conditioned mind is such a tenacious, such a deeply entrenched habit. And it is the nature of mind that creates the experience of time. It can be very helpful to realize that reality does not live in the story of the past. It's just a story. That reality does not live in the story of the future. That is also just a story. That the identity of the character is just a story. That the interpretation of everything is just a story. All of which pulls the attention away from reality without the overlay of the story. And this reality is called now. Because existence, your existence, is always only now. Something that makes complete sense. Very easy for the mind to throw it in its bag of tricks and say, I know this. And it is a gift to have a conceptual knowing of this. But so long as the progression of time is felt as real, then you are removed from what is. When there is really a release, when the release completes itself, relationship with the story of the past, relationship with the story of the future fall away. When it is tasted, there is this aha that I have always told myself I knew this, but I never did. Because the thing about it is when it roots itself, there's no one to tell a story of knowing something or not. The character is that which appears to exist in time. Your nature is the timeless, unchanging, eternal now. At some point, the attention shifts from relationship with the appearance that appears in time to relationship with what is unchanging. And there is this enormous aha. How could this ever have been missed for all of this time with a story that I got it? All happening from the point of reference of the character that is the very distraction from it. There is no one to get it or not get it. And then what is revealed is the nature of reality. And then what is felt is the unchanging nature of existence on which the play projects itself onto. But your feeling of yourself is unchanging. There is no longer a doer, a speaker, a chooser. Not that there ever really was, but the habit of being seduced relaxes of itself. It is a natural process. Just like the opening of a flower is a natural process. The feeling of what is now. Feeling what is now with the heart. The heart is boundless. Now is timeless. The light is endless. Love is boundless. peace is bottomless. And the manifest appearance of linear time is seen so clearly as nothing more than phenomena, an appearance. For it's always now. Where is now going? What is affecting the feeling of now? No matter what is playing, the humble intention to hold an unwavering relationship with the nature of existence, what is always present. I'm sorry?
I'm not coming up. I'm having a lot of stress.
About what?
I don't know. About work.
I'm sorry? About work?
About work.
Yeah, it's good because, you really have a lot of work to do right now.
And all I want to do is really have this unwavering relationship.
Yes.
With what is true.
Yes.
Not trying to.
Yes, so the hunger is to have an unwavering relationship with what is true. And the seduction is in a phase where the stimulation is great. The question is, who are you? Who is it that has choice? Who is it that is defining the stimulation as stress, defining the appearance as body, defining the reason as my work? Who is that?
Feels like a mechanism that just does that from time to time.
Mechanism. From where does the mechanism come? What is it that is aware of the mechanism?
Something that has nothing to do with the mechanism.
Who is there who can improve, speed things up, change anything at all?
Nobody.
Nobody. Tell me about the anxiety. What
I still feel it.
Who can still feel it? Find the one who can still feel it. Forget about the phenomena and find the one who is affected by the phenomena. Can you find something that is affected by the phenomena?
No, the whole mechanism only affects itself.
Yes, the whole mechanism only affects itself. The entirety of the dream can never find what it is affecting. You know why? Because it's a dream. Sometimes the dream is not comfortable within the context of the dream, but it doesn't really affect anything. It just has the experience of an effect within a dream, where in truth there is no one to change or do anything, where no one is affected, and the nature of the beauty is in no relationship. And out of that, there is the receiving of the constant teaching that is being symbolized, and it is set up to set you free. The nature of how new birth occurs, it's all symbolized in the play. It's symbolized in the process of a mother giving birth, of a person dying. when there is new birth, there is great intensity in the phenomenal play. Intensity is what is called in the play contraction of energy. In labor, there is enormous contraction, which is the force that opens the birth canal, that opens the gateway into new life. It is what the mind labels as not this, that is the force that opens the gateway into yourself, which has nothing to do with the dream, and it is the force of its burning phase, which is what frees the habit of the attention. So tell me what is being tasted right now.
Just this. It doesn't change, but it's not bad.
It is to remain vigilant in seeing what it is affecting. There must be someone being affected in a subtle mental level to remain in relationship with it. You just keep your attention in a open-hearted, relaxed, just looking to see what the phenomena is affecting, not to get an answer, just to keep the attention on the looking.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay. You know, the Zen koan, which is supposed to be something that is unanswerable. If a tree falls in the woods and there's no one there to see it, does it really happen? It is not unanswerable. When you have gone all the way through it, the answer is obvious, and it's no. The nature of subject-object dynamics is they are dependent upon one another. Without the subject, there is no object. Without the object, there is no subject. Why is there a dependency? Because it is a dream. What remains when the attention on subject-object dynamics relaxes is reality. Reality is yourself. Yourself is eternal. It is eternally now. Shown in physics that if a scientist is not there observing an electron, if there is no observer, there is no electron. What happens to the whole play when what is called you dies? It's the same thing that happens to the play when what is called you is liberated. There's no longer a subject, so there's no longer an object. It is like being in deep dreamless sleep at the same time that the dream is playing, but you are in dreamless sleep. Except it is not the way dreamless sleep is for the typical person because they are unconscious. It is dreamless sleep in wild, alive consciousness. In the light of love, in the depths of happiness. In which there is no dream. There is the appearance. But the taste of the appearance is the taste of God. You know all of the various discomforts that arise in the subject-object play. The story is that it is happening to my body, but the body is a hunk of flesh. There is no life in the body. When one passes, it just drops, because the life that has infused it is freed. Without that light, that life, the body is nothing. Slab of meat. How can a lifeless slab of meat experience discomfort? All that is changing is subject-object dynamics. Subject-object dynamics is the creation of mind. It is all happening in the mind. What does mind require in order to create an experience that seems real? A subject and an object. Attention being sucked into a point of reference. There is no one to change it, for there is no one. The someone is the creation of mind. It is not a changing. It lies in the simple seeing. It's all a dream. Nothing is really affected. There is only the self. The self is self-luminous. It is the beauty and the love and the purity of reality. It is who you are. It is what is now. The feeling of what is unchanging. The discovery is the body experiences neither pleasure nor pain. It is all the mind. When the habit of involvement with the story of the past and the story of the future is released, the conditioned identity is released. And then the beauty of the truth shines of itself, to itself, in itself, through itself. It is not in the content. Content is in the arena of mind. It is not what is seen. What is seen is in the arena of mind. It is not what is heard. What is heard is in the arena of mind. It is what is now. It is who you are. It is the nature of existence. It is the taste of God. When the falling into yourself happens and the habit of living out of memory is released, there is the discovery, oh my God, I never had a body. There is no body. It is all the power of mind. And what is mind when it is looked for directly? All that is ever found is the self. In order for mind to function, there must be a disengagement with yourself. And then the mirage is experienced as reality. Be as you are. Feel what is real. Live in what is, which is felt in the heart. If the habit of subject-object dynamics is spinning in a strong way and drawing attention to look and see what it is affecting, holding a relaxed gaze, that is always turned in. Thank you all for Satsang.